Alright, so we've got our promise plan started. We've got some stuff down on paper. We're cooking, we're moving, it's a beautiful thing. What's the next step? How do we actually take this from something we've just got down on paper to something that's happening in our life? You start by doing something every day. You need at least 20 minutes a day that you're going to devote to this. And I know what some of you are going to say, 20 minutes a day, every day? I don't have that kind of time. You just don't understand how busy I am. I've got 4 jobs. I've got 15 people I'm, paying to support. I've got 35 charities I'm involved in. I'm the coach of four little league teams and so on and so forth. You've got more stuff going on than you can imagine. Well, there's time in everybody's day. If you're saying you don't have 20 minutes for yourself, 20 minutes for your life, this should be the most important thing in your life. There's got to be 20 minutes somewhere in it. Most of us find some amount of time every day to watch TV. Take it out of there. Whoa, I know some of you are already getting a little anxious and nervous about that. It's the last season of Lost, or the big games coming up tomorrow, or your favorite sitcoms on tonight, or whatever it is that you enjoy. If you're not more important than the TV shows you're watching, these videos aren't for you. You're probably in the wrong place. I don't want to waste your time anymore. I wish you well. And if you are important enough, you're going to find some place where it fits in. I know a lot of us are burning the candles at both ends, and we feel busy and overwhelmed and all that sort of good stuff. Well, this is the most important 20 minutes that you're going to spend a day. So what are you going to do in this time? Well, you're going to review your plan, what you have down on paper so far, and reflect on it, and in your conscious mind try and come up with the new ideas, more clearly define all the the who, the what, the where, the when, the how. Try and get all that stuff more clearly defined and figure out what action steps you can take. And the other component is that it activates your subconscious and your superconscious minds. And there where the action really goes on. They're the ones that are working behind the scenes to even know where our attention is focused. And to, help us notice what opportunities are even appearing in our lives. Kind of readjusts and refocus the whole internal structure of what's going on in our mind. We're telling our sub and superconscious minds that this is the new thing that's important. This is what I want to focus on. This is where we're going. This is important. This is real. This is what's happening now. And by doing that, by, activating your subconscious mind, that's the thing that's going to propel you into action every day. That's the thing that's going to activate your conscious mind to help you figure out the new ideas, to remind you that it's time to, accomplish A, B, and C today so that I can, get further down my path. The next thing that you're going to need, that's kind of your internal accountability system. You're going to need, some external accountability, to match up with that internal system you got. And that's the people in your life. You're going to find some people in your life that you willingly share the path that you're on, and they're going to be your greatest supporters. They're going to pat you on the back and help you keep on track and say, hey, I thought you said you were going to do this, and, handle you the right way and be positive and be supportive. Those people are fantastic. And then there's going to be the people that notice what you're doing, see you reviewing your plan, or notice your dream board, or see the little memento or talisman on your desk to remind you of what you're doing and say, hey, what's that all about? And, you're going to tell them, and they're going to say, geez, you have lost it. You've gone over the deep end, haven't you? And that's not a bad thing. That's, that kind of motivation is just as important as the people that you're doing it for and the people that you're doing it with. Those people that you're going to show that, you were wrong about me. All those people those naysayers that said you could never get it done, they're just as an important part of the plan. You're turning all those negatives into a positive. by, making a mental note of it, or actually making a physical note of it, writing their name and what they said down on an index card and filing it away somewhere and making that part of your 20 minutes a day that you're going to review. Make that part of, well, geez, I am going to show him or her or them or whatever it is. Turn those negatives into a positive. And, the other factor here is faith. You're going to need things that build your faith on a daily basis, that build your belief system, things like affirmations or visualization, things that you can, like that you can do in those 20 minutes at least that you're spending on this every day. And, I'll talk more about some of those things later, but do know that when you visualize that you're going to need to involve as many of your senses, all of your senses that you can, as you visualize yourself in that moment, as you accomplish your promise to yourself. What's it going to look like and smell like and taste like and feel like and so on and so forth. The more of those variables that you can fill in, the closer you get to accomplishing it. So, you need to build on your faith system, and we'll talk about that stuff in coming videos. But most important of all, you have to start. You've got to get into action. None of this does you any good unless you're going to start committing some of the action steps. So, you're here for a reason, and, that reason is to start getting some stuff accomplished in your life. I'm here to support you on your journey. I'm one of those positive people on your support system. I encourage you to use me. I appreciate you for being part of my journey, and I look forward to reconnecting with you tomorrow.